Division, and of course also our Division Research Coordinator, Ms. Pauline Joanne Pascual. And we would also like to acknowledge the Technical Working Group whose dedication and support made this event possible. We also are delighted to have with us our Basic Education Research Fund, our school research coordinators who have gathered here with us this morning. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Your active participation is crucial in the success of this event. Once again, we thank you for your presence and we hope you will enjoy the rest of the Congress. Thank you po.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lisa. I know that our participants are excited to engage with the various research topics that they will be witnessing this Congress. Now, as we delve deeper into the realm of knowledge, let us remind ourselves of the purpose that unites us all. This Congress is a celebration of resilience, innovation, sustainability, and the empowerment of the research culture. It's about embracing challenges, pushing boundaries, and discovering solutions that will shape our education landscape for generations to come. Now, I invite you to join me in setting the stage for this momentous occasion as the Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division present the Statement of Purpose. Let us give a big hand to our Chief, Mr. Virgilio A. Santos. A warm round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, Andre. And good morning, everyone. Good morning. Iba pala ang feeling. Para lang tayong nasa AA Quezon Elementary School. No? At saka, parehong-pareho lang. Aurelio High School, no? Yung ating mga venues, and siyempre yung Torres High School. But what makes this unique, no, is always the people around, with the same people gathering together for any purpose that we are going to have. No? Particularly this morning, you can see there, our first Manila Research Congress. And I would like to invite everyone. That's the reason why we are here today. You know? I think the objective of this activity is beyond our gathering today. So it will extend after this, and this is where the action is after this activity. That's why in our statement of purpose, I was able to capture those things that we are going to do after this. So very challenging. Okay? Of course, to our invited resource persons this morning, Dr. Reyes and Dr. Gadi, and of course our representative from the regional office, and of course to SDO Manila family headed by our schools division superintendent, and to all of us. Good morning. So that's the reason why we are here today, of course. So I use the word research, no, in order for us to make sense of why we have this kind of activity. Can I have the presentation, somebody? Ayan. Of course, number one reason why we are here today is because of the development and changes that we have in the Department of Education, and particularly now with the adoption of the DepEd Matatag agenda and our goal. We have to revisit our research agenda. Before, our research agenda, our focus is on the teaching and learning other aspect of educational operations. Now, I think it's high time that we revisit our Matatag agenda, and from there, we can draw topics for our research. Diba? We want to discover strategies and intervention that are research-based, proven and tested, that we can use. Not only in our school, but we can only share that with other schools, particularly if those researches generated very positive results. Okay? Of course, we have to engage ourselves in research and be empowered. So later in the afternoon, during the breakout session, we will witness the different presentation of our BERP grantees. And even if we are not given that opportunity to be a BERP grantees, I think that we have still some sort of school-based research in our respective schools, of course, focusing on the critical areas that we have discovered in our school, particularly in the teaching and learning. Yan. We have to systematize also our ideas and be a data-driven advocate. No? So that's why we invited experts in this area so that later on we can think also on how can we make some improvement on the way we conduct research in our respective school. And the point there, it should be a data-driven. No? In DepEd, we must always look at the data. Those are our baseline. Those are our tool in making decision. Ano, data are very powerful tool for us to make an informed decision. Meaning to say that when we do our decision making, we base that on something. And if the data are not available, so we can do that by research. Okay, we have to explore the world of inquiry. As everybody knows, when you say inquiry, we keep on asking. No? In fact, in the K-12 program, we promote that inquiry base. Now, inquiry base is the objective, of course, of inquiry base is to develop critical thinking, particularly if it is a teaching learning process, no, that we are aiming for to improve on. So, inquiry. Okay, so ayan. Of course, level up tayo. We have to accelerate our professional excellence. As our mantra in the Department of Education Manila, quality first, no, where excellence is a lifestyle. But we will not stop on doing particular thing. We keep on improving. No? That's the objective, of course, is to accelerate that kind of excellence that we have in SDO Manila. And together, of course, through this research that we are doing in our respective school, no, we can accelerate that excellence in every endeavor that we are doing. Yan. Again, we have to realign our purpose as educator, be ravenous for knowledge and breakthroughs. No? Particularly now that, as I have mentioned in the first objective, the Matatag agenda now is our take-off point in any undertaking that we want to do in our respective school. Yet I'm sure that you still recall our four key points in the Matatag agenda, yung ma, ta, at yung G, di ba? So from there, and every agenda, of course, is provided with the different points that we can revisit and think of how we can improve on the curriculum and school operations. And challenge our inner self. Probably after this, no, in hearing, if we do not embrace on the research yet, I think it should serve as our take-off point in realigning our inner self, be an agent of exploration, innovation, and inquiry. And finally, heed to the call of research. So we have to harmonize our thought with data and facts. No? Because when we make any decision, we have to look at what are the existing data, harmonize that, and make it a habit to lab for discovery and analysis. And therefore, if we are an advocate of making a difference, embrace research. Thank you very much and good morning, everyone.
Thank you very much, Sir Ver. Indeed, no, it's very important to habituate the love for discovery and analysis. Ang ganda. Do you agree? Ang ganda, no? If we make it a habit, if we love to discover and analyze what we have, no, it's a very important endeavor, and everyone would be research advocate in their own right. So once again, thank you very much to our SHGOD chief. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from one of our main advocates of research at SDO Manila, our esteemed Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, and of course, the Chair of the Schools Division Research Committee, as she officially opens the 2023 Manila Research Congress, and to remind us why research is not just a pursuit of knowledge, but a catalyst for change. Ladies and gentlemen, our ASDS, Dr. Melody P. Cruz. A round of applause, please.
Division Research Advisor and Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Rita Iridel Sesafay, to the Chief of Policy Planning and Research Division of DepEd-NCR, represented by Sir Jai Javier, to my co-assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Attorney Antonio Kasangkapan, to the SDRC co-chairperson, SGOD Chief Sir Virgilio Santos, and CID Chief Ma'am Aida Rondelia, to the members of the Schools Division Research Committee, district and research coordinators, school heads, research enthusiasts, good morning. Welcome to the 2023 Manila Research Congress with the theme, Rise Manileño Researcher, Onwards to Resilient, Innovative, Sustainable, and Empowered Research Culture committed to the Matatag Agenda. This Congress will be starting off with plenary talks by our two distinguished speakers from UP NISMED and Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Manila Educational System, followed by a presentation of conducted researches through parallel sessions to be facilitated by our SGOD team, interfacing with selected public schools district supervisors in charge of the different thematic areas, after which there will be a focus group discussion. The session will conclude with the giving of ways forward by the SDRC co-chairperson, Ma'am Aida Rondelia, our CID chief. In behalf of DCS Manila, my warmest congratulations to the officers and members of the Schools Division Research Committee. This project started as a dream from the former Division Research Coordinator, Sir Andre, then SEPS of Planning and Research, who is now a Public Schools District Supervisor, together with the Division Research Evaluator, Sir Renato Felipe Jr., also a Public Schools District Supervisor, and came into a reality with the current Division Research Coordinator, the SEPS for Planning and Research, Miss Pauline Joan Pascual. And of course, the strong force who made all these plans into reality, our City Mayor, Honorable Maria Sheila Hani Lacuna Pangan, and the local school board co-chair, then Superintendent Dr. Maria Magdalena Lim, now our co-chair for LSB, Ma'am Rita Riddle. Maraming salamat po sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta. May this ignite excitement to our researchers to produce more quality researches. With the sustained support from our school heads given to our researchers and giving them proper research procedure. Enjoy your day, and again, welcome to the 2023 Manila Research Congress.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cruz. Your wisdom surely ignites our passion to embrace the power of research and to strive for excellence in our respective schools and learning centers. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this Congress is one marvelous journey. Now, let's sustain the flow of inspiration this morning as we hear equally wise and inspiring messages from our fellow top management servants. At this point, let's listen to the message of our equally supportive, very dashing, and debonair ASDS, Attorney Antonio C. Kasangkapan. A round of applause, please.
Thank you, Andre. Talagang may debonate pa. Of course, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our beloved Mayor, City of Manila, Honorable Maria Sheila Hani H. Lacuna Pangan, for funding this activity, because this is I suppose a local school board fund. And of course, the top management headed by our superintendent, Ma'am Rita Riddle, the top management, Assistant Superintendent Ma'am Melody Cruz, Melody P. Cruz, Sir Pete Arau, all the Chief of Services, CID Chief, SGOD, the principals, 105 principals of the City of Manila, 105 research coordinators of the City of Manila, more or less, and all the visitors that we had, of course, the PSDSS, and all the family stakeholders of the City of Manila, specifically the Division of City Schools of Manila. Good morning. Uh, so I did not prepare a formal message, but I just want to share the recent success of the Manila Intellectual Invention Expo, headed by Sir Sunny Valenzuela. Congratulations, Sir Sunny. I suppose in DepEd Philippines na feature doon yung invention ng mga estudyante natin sa Tondo. Sino nakabasa ron sa DepEd Philippines? Nagsasubscribe ba tayo sa DepEd Philippines? So, proud tayo because of the City of Manila from Tondo, Manila. Mga innovations, because in research and innovations are correlated. Research, innovation, inventions, they are related to each other. We make research not for purposes of making a research, but the main objective of research is to improve the present situation, specifically the learning gap that we had today. It's not for purposes of promotion or, so to speak, that we had a research, but the main objective of this research is to improve the quality of education, the access in education that we had. I am very thankful to our superintendent for giving me an opportunity to micromanage a specific school, Tondo High School. Thank you, ma'am. At least in the top management, I am in the level of the grassroots, having experienced what the principal is experiencing right now. Because Tondo High School is the biggest, the largest high school in the City of Manila with more than 7,000 students. Much larger than Ramon Magsaysay and Torres High School. So, that micromanagement given to me by by our superintendent gave me an idea of what really happened in the grassroots. Not only in the SDO office, in the confine of our office. That's why this is an opportunity. I take this as an opportunity because I suppose what I experienced in Tondo High is the entire experience of the entire school in the City of Manila, but not only the City of Manila, but the entire Philippines that we had. Of course, we have learning gap, and we need more research. Research is open-ended. There is no boundary in research. And as I've said, the main objective is to improve the quality of education that we had today. Of course, the experience that we had in PISA, the teams, just ignore those statistics. But the main objective, as I've said, is to improve specifically in elementary, in basic education, literacy, how to read and write. How can we tap our bulk of education students that we had at PLM, UDM? There are thousands of education students who are taking right now Bachelor of Science in Education. Why tap them? For example, in the NSTP, instead of having some community work or community outreach, why not tapping them in teaching basic literacy, because they know how to read and write. They can devote the NSTP time. How many thousands of NSTP students in first year and second year that we tap to teach literacy in elementary, so that it will not burden our teachers because they have their regular classes. That's a part of research that I'm proposing. Maybe why not? Because there are how many Manila has 6 state universities and colleges. I suppose Manila is the only city in the entire Philippines who has that 6 PNU, PUP, PLM, UDM, IRIS, UP Diliman, so to speak. So 6 colleges, city colleges, and universities are here in Manila. Why not make a research to tap all those NSTP students, to tap all those students who taking up education, for them to help us so that teachers will not be burdened for additional loads when it comes to teaching, reading, writing, arithmetic, or basic 3 Rs. Thank you very much, and I hope a fruitful one-day Congress to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Attorney C. Indeed, our 105 schools are ready to take on relevant research projects to address the challenges of our post-pandemic education landscape. Tama ba? Will we engage in more research outputs as we go back to our schools, correct? Yan. Now, friends, as you take pictures, do not forget to use the hashtag Rise Manileño Researcher in your socials. So be sure to get connected and post your pictures using once again, the hashtag Rise Manileño Researcher. Likewise, we are very fortunate as well to have with us the captains of advocacy in research in the National Capital Region. Ladies and gentlemen, to give us a message and of course to represent the Chief of the Policy Planning and Research Division, Dr. Warren A. Ramos, let us welcome our Regional Research Coordinator, Mr. Vergel Jairus J. Emas. A round of applause, please.
Check. Distinguished participants, Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Rita Riddle, City Mayor of Manila, Honorable Hani Lacuna Pangan, RESDSS, Chief of CID, Chief of SGOD, PSDSS, EPSS, all our school heads, and other SDO personnel, our guests from UP NISMED and RCAMES, and all the members of the Division Research Committee, the Division Research Coordinator, Ma'am Pauline, and all school research coordinators, and most especially our researchers, our teacher researchers. It's an honor for me to deliver a message at this very important conference. First, let me congratulate the Schools Division of Manila City for organizing this research conference and express my deepest gratitude for allowing me to speak on behalf of Sir Warren Ramos, my Chief of PPRD, on research productivity. So I would like also to express my sincerest thanks to the educators, learners, parents, and key stakeholders, especially our LGU mayor, who wholeheartedly participated in the manifestation of every research completed, presented, and published, whether locally or international. So I was inspired by your faith in the power of research in continuously improving the education system, even during the health crisis. So this highlights the quality of established research as part of proactive learning culture in the entire division. First, I would like to inspire you as an individual and as an organization to re-examine your research productivity and utilization in terms of 4 elements of productivity, which are mission, motivation, communication, and implementation. Second, I would like to suggest strategies that can help to overcome research productivity challenges. So in terms of vision and mission, we do research in basic education to ensure that we promote and protect the learner's right to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education Aside from that, we do it to support continuous improvement of our system and processes. Conducting research is also a professional and personal development activity for teachers to equip them in facilitating learning effectively and constantly nurture every learner. As for motivation, number two, teachers are receiving allowance in conducting research. Aside from that, it is also the criteria being used by the Department of Education for promotion, rewards, and recognition. But most significant motivation were the small wins and huge impact of the research conducted by the school's division offices. So to name a few, transforming school challenges into opportunities in time of pandemic through Project Spots. That's by Sir Rafi Cabales. Early education development, appropriate practice, and teachers' practices in kindergarten curriculum by Sir Randall Perlada, and many more strategies, intervention, and innovation. The third and the most important element of productivity is communication. It is the direct link between motivation and implementation. It is critical to productivity because it is one of the factors that influence motivation. Lack of effective communication leads to dissatisfaction and lack of productivity. Communication is vital in DepEd because it facilitates the transfer of knowledge and concepts as well as the exchange of feelings and ideas. It is also used for engaging with other people on our research and publication mission. To improve our communication, we should avoid wrong, incomplete, and false communication. Ladies and gentlemen, the consequences of poor communication can be catastrophic. On the other hand, effective communication is open, interactive, and creates more avenues that can facilitate the art of productivity and build a bridge between motivation and implementation. So the region's response in communication is we have the manuscript, that's the regional research journal. We even utilize the social media to access authoritative research resources and video tutorials, research jamboree, and research o'clock for the central office. We will soon be having infographics to research outputs to better disseminate research results to the public. And our eSaliksik, the online research portal, which is managed by central office, where we archive research outputs that can be accessed by those who are registered. I would like to congratulate in advance SDO Manila for your upcoming research journal and e-catalog for this 2023. So for the school level, we encourage you to share your research outputs, practices, and experiences through your learning action cells. We look forward to witnessing research efficiency as we utilize this research in plans, programs, and educational policies. The resounding success of this conference showcases the array of strategies, innovation, and intervention in the teaching, learning process, including governance education system. This conference set another milestone in SDO Manila as our researchers will share their good practices, thus a great reflection of the DepEd NCR mantra as it inspires a legacy as rich as excellence. For implementation, the fourth is a crucial element of productivity. Proper implementation does not come naturally to human beings. Implementation can be affected by lack of a mission and passion, lack of motivation, and a lack of effective communication. Implementation can also be affected by lack of perseverance and lack of discipline. Support from your immediate superior and administration is critical to implementation and productivity of research. That is from the conceptualization part, which can be simultaneously conducted during the harvest of gains and losses in accomplishment report. Prioritizing areas of improvement during planning and assessing the urgency of conducting the study. conducting risk assessment is also recommended to determine whether basic or action research should be done. Educational leaders, mentors, and coaches play an important role in every step of the way, from womb to tomb of research. That is why there is a need for careful planning from conceptualization to implementation, since research is also an interactive process, as Kurt Lewin emphasized in his papers. So in conclusion, let me urge you to individually and collectively re-examine your research priorities based on identified gains and losses of the schools. As indicated earlier, according to Stovall, productivity is a process that begins with defining your success, establishing a mission, evaluating your passion, creating motivation, and communicating. Align this with your institution's mantra. Think outside of the box. You already have all the necessary tools here in Manila in the form of research skills. My greatest desire is to see you act now and beat any form of rejection that impedes the dissemination and implementation of your findings. My parting words is that the purpose-driven passion, perseverance are keys to successful research. I'm looking forward to sustainability of your research productivity and improve its efficiency in terms of utilization. Hats off to SDO Manila family. Thank you everyone and congratulations to the first Research Congress of SDO Manila.
Thank you, Sir Jai. Indeed, SDO Manila is endowed with sustained faith in the power of research despite the presence of challenges and crises, supporting our legacy as rich as excellence. Ang ganda, di ba? Now, to sustain the flow of inspiration this morning, let us hear the equally wise and inspiring Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Mr. Pedro M. Arao. A round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone. The first word that we should have in our mind is to feel the ambience of this, location of this research congress initiated by the city government of Manila. And this was approved long before. Kaya nagkatawang tao ngayon. But before anything else, I would like to greet, of course, our visitor who will give the plenary talks in the person of Sir Dr. Rodolfo Reyes, the chair of Biology Education Workshop. Of course, to the representative of the region, Sir Vergel Jarius Emas, to our superintendent, our new superintendent, Ma'am Rita Riddle, and of course to my partners, Attorney Kasangkapan and Ma'am Melody Cruz, to other officials. Taka na. Dito muna. To the participants, meron ba mga principals dito? Pakitaas ng kamay. Halos lahat. Nandito. And to the teacher, school teachers, research coordinators, to the PSDS. Meron ba local official na nandito? A pleasant good morning again to each and everyone. I just do not know how to start my message, but at least at this point in time, I presume that you are all inspired to the one-day activity. Am I free to say that all of us are inspired for this Research Congress today? Mahina ang sagot. Today, as we undertake this Research Congress, one reminder that you should embrace, and that is before the end of this day, you must expect a new beginning insofar as research is concerned. You know, research is already a menu for the day. As we discharge our duties and functions in our respective positions, we need research. And as the fast-changing world, especially when matatag program is being implemented, we need research. Actually, gaya na sinabi ko, menu na ito sa buhay natin. And it is imperative to all of us to know the basic principles on how to conduct research. Marami pong uri ng research na ginagawa natin. But what is needed, why research is very important for us to make or to arrive a concrete decision, for us to establish policy recommendation, for us to conduct intervention, and as mentioned a while ago, for us to establish strategies in the discharge of our duties and functions in our respective offices. Kaya ang research ay napaka-importante. Gaya ng sinabi ko, menu na ito sa buhay natin. Even in our private life, as we go on in our life journey, we need to have a concrete direction in our life. And one element as a requirement for that concrete direction is you know what are your data. You know how to conduct research in any endeavor of our life. Kaya bilang mga public officials o public servants, ay kailangan natin ito. Kaya sana ang mga na-assigned na research coordinator sa bawat paralan ay mayroon kayong matutunan dito. Kung kayo ay alam na ang gagawin, ay kailangan magsama-sama tayo dito para i-contribute yung ating nalalaman patungkol sa ginagawa ng SDO Manila sa mga research na kailangan natin habang ginagampatan natin ang ating tungkulin, lalong-lalo na para sa interest and welfare of our students. Kaya today, as we go on, we expect, top management will expect something that you should be proud of and use as we go on in our life journey. But let me remind you at least 3 things on how to arrive with a genuine research, especially dito sa data gathering na gagawin natin. Kasi yun naman ang number 1 basic requirement ng research. We need to establish life transformation. Life transformation is defined in the 3 A's, as I always mention to you. Number 1 is awareness. Awareness is very important in all our activities. We should be aware of what we do. We should be aware of what the environment defines us, on what quality of thinking that we should. And that falls under the awareness of each and everyone. We might as well have personal opinions in our life on how to do things. But awareness is one among the key area of concern in life transformation. Number 2 is, as you are aware of all these things around you, then you have to have that action taken. Action is very important because that is where you can establish your product. Ano bang produkto na gagawin mo sa research na ito? So you need to have action. And the number 3 most important element of life transformation vis-a-vis to this research activity is our attitude. Attitude towards work. Attitude in order to establish resiliency, in order to establish innovation, in order to sustain and empower ourselves is very important. So the 3 A's are the 3 core elements for this purpose. Kahit saan bagay na pwede mong gawin, kailangan baon-baon natin ito. Kaya mga kasama, we are lucky enough to have this research congress for us to apply all these 3 A's that I've mentioned. And for us to succeed, we need your cooperation. All of us must cooperate. All of us must be rooted to a roadmap of a common objective, of a common goal. So that we say at the end of the day that I have accomplished the job given to me. So sana ganun ang pananaw ng bawat isa sa atin. Kailangan tingnan natin yung bagay na makapagbibigay ng tinatawag na success sa ating ginagawa. So to each and everyone, as we go on in our life journey, as we continuously discharge our duties and functions, don't forget the 3 A's that I have mentioned, because that is the ingredient toward success. So isang mapagpalang umagang muli sa ating lahat, at sana maging masaya tayo sa ating ginagawa. After all, life is about happiness. And for you to be happy, you have to do all these things in accordance to what is expected to each and every one of us. And life is more happier if you make others happy because of you. Thank you very much and good morning.
Thank you, Sir Aro. Indeed, let's review the 3 A's. We have awareness, action, and attitude. Ganda. The fast-changing world in view of the Matatag Agenda surely allows us to reflect on the importance of research and investigation. Do you agree? Do you agree? Yes. Okay. This Congress will definitely not come into fruition without a guiding light and truth-seeking leadership. To deliver her directional message as we dive into the waters of resilient, innovative, sustained, and empowered research culture committed to the Matatag Agenda, Let us welcome, with a warm round of applause, our dear Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Rita E. Riddle.
Magandang umaga. Isang karangalan ang makasama kayong lahat ngayong umaga at hayaan niyong ipaabot ko ang aking pasasalamat sa pagbuo ng gawaing ito. Congratulations, SGOD and Pauline. Powerhouse ang hall na ito. I've been struggling for the last 2 months to see everyone in the DepEd Manila. Dito ko lang pala kayo makikita. I think I've been to 5 schools yet. Kakalungkot lang, hindi ako na-inform na dapat pala nakapang JS. Since I'm believing early, allow me to thank our resource speakers, Dr. Treyas and Dr. Gadi, who will be properly introduced later. This remarkable event will serve as a platform to highlight the transformative potential of research while discussing the important concepts of resilience, innovation, sustainability, and empowerment. Let's be motivated as we come together today by the steadfast spirit of resilience, the limitless potential of invention, the pressing need for sustainability, and transforming force of empowerment. Sama-sama tayong gumawa ng lipunan at mundo na matatag, malikhain, at mapanatili ang ganitong gawain sa pamamagitan ng kaalaman, kung saan ang pagsasaliksik ay isang mahalagang sandigan ng pagsulong. We acknowledge the critical importance of developing a research culture that flourishes in the face of adversity, adapts to change, and equips people to have a lasting impact. This is especially true in the face of unprecedented challenges in our country. I ask you to accept the challenge, explore the unknown, and let your research serve as a catalyst for a better tomorrow. Thank you very much, and may this Congress serve as a springboard for new collaboration and significant discoveries. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Napakagandang umaga, makita kayong lahat.
Thank you very much, our Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Riddle. Another warm round of applause. We are indeed motivated on the limitless potential of innovation and research towards empowerment. Magkakasama po tayo, no? Matatag na sandigan ng pagsulong. Do you agree? Yes. Fellow research advocates, this year's Manila Research Congress will not be fruitful without our sustained partnership with the Manila City Government. In this regard, let us take a moment to acknowledge the exceptional leadership and unwavering support of our LGU to the research endeavors of Manileño educators. Despite her busy schedule, she will be joining us via video message. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us give our Manila City Mayor a warm round of applause, Honorable Maria Honey Sheila Lacuna Pangan.
Isang mapagpalang araw sa lahat na nag-organisa at sa mga nakibahagi dito sa Manila Research Congress. Hangad ko ang tagumpay ng inyong pagtitipong ito na naglalayong linangin at paunlarin ang kasanayan sa pananaliksik. Patid natin ang kahalagaan ng pananaliksik bilang isang mahusay na pamamaraan upang tuklasin ang mga suliranin at pag-aralan ang mga angkop na kasagutan at solusyon. Mahalagang gawain ang pananaliksik na nakakatulong sa lahat ng larangan at usapin, na itutugma nito ang mga bagay-bagay at nabibigyang linaw ang lahat ng anggulo ng bawat issue na pinag-aaralan. Ang resulta ng pananaliksik ay nakakatulong di lamang sa pangkasalukuyang pangangailangan, kundi nagagawa rin itong makapaghain ng mga makabagong solusyon na pangmatagalan at magagamit hanggang sa susunod pang panahon at henerasyon. Magandang pagkakataon itong Research Congress upang mapag-usapan ninyo at mapag-aralan ang anumang isyong nakakaapekto sa sektor ng edukasyon sa ating lipunan. Siguro magandang pag-usapan at pagtuunan ng pansin o pag-aaral o pagsasaliksik sa usapin ng ilang taon na nating ipinatutupad na K-12 Basic Education Curriculum na kayo mismo sa loob ng sistemang nagpapatupad nito ay tiyak na maraming katanungan, na kayo rin ang makakapaghain ng kasagutan. Muli, ang aking pagbati sa buong Schools Division Research Committee at sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat at magandang araw.
Of course, we are indeed grateful to the City Government of Manila through the leadership of our Honorable City Mayor Maria Sheila Hani Lacuna Pangan. So before we continue on, allow me to share a thought-provoking research trivia and discovery from the research of Dr. Sophia Williams, a distinguished researcher hailing from Germany. Her meticulous studies conducted at the University of Heidelberg have emphasized the significance of integrating real-life applications and examples in the classroom. So by bridging the gap between theory and practice, students gain a deeper understanding of the subject matter and recognize its relevance in their everyday lives. So let us seize this opportunity to celebrate the profound impact of contextual learning and empower our students with knowledge that transcends the confines of the classroom. Second part,